Welcome back. Last week we interviewed Peter and Goosey from the book Peter and Goosey, The Pirates Are Too Loud. This week we have a very special guest. He is the captain of the ship. He is the ruler of the 79 seas, Captain Sureshot. You can come in now, Captain. Um, Captain?
I was already there. I was simply letting you finish. I was crouching. For strategic reasons, of course. Welcome to my interview.
This is my interview.
That's a very interesting opinion. Let's begin.
Let's begin. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Captain Sureshot, ruler of the 79 seas, commander of the finest ship to ever sail, hero of at least 3 battles. I will not describe in detail right now, and you're welcome.
3 situations, 3 battles you will not describe, huh?
They are classified for your safety.
Why do you say ruler of the 79 seas? Most people will say 7 seas.
The other 72 seas are ones most people do not know about yet. I discovered them. I named them. One of them I named after my ship. One of them I named after myself. One of them I named after a very good meal I had in 1987. I stand by all these decisions.
Can we know what was that meal?
Sushi. We will come to that.
Can you tell us how old were you when you got your first gold coin?
7 years ago, my grandfather gave it to me. He said, "Boy, this coin has traveled the world. One day, you will too." I cried. I will not confirm that I cried, but I held that coin for a very long time.
That is actually very sweet, Captain.
It was a business transaction. I was a very serious 7-year-old. Next question, please.
So, Captain, can you tell us the name of your crew and maybe who's your favorite?
My crew? Yes, there is Barnacle Bob.
You mean Barnacle Boy?
No, Barnacle Bob, who has not removed his ad since 2003. And we have all agreed not to ask why. There is Patrick, who acts like he's a star. I cannot open a peanut butter jar. There is Larry, who has lots of muscles but not spoken a single word in 4 years. We think he's just shy, or he lost a bet. But nobody remembers.
Right, those names sound a little familiar somehow. But can you tell us who is your favorite?
Barnacle Bob. He never asks me difficult questions like this one.
Fair enough, let's move on. You mentioned you like sushi. Can you tell us what's your favorite sushi plate?
The salmon roll. 8 pieces, not wasabi. I once cried at a very good salmon roll. I will also not confirm that.
You cry a lot for someone who says that never cries.
I react emotionally to quality experiences. It is a sign of sophistication. Moving on.
We heard that you always run away from battle. Is that true?
That is a rumor spread by people who do not understand the strategy. Running is a strategy. Moving away from danger quickly is a strategy. Deciding that today is not the day is a very advanced military strategy that not everyone is smart enough to understand.
So, yes, you do run away.
I prefer not to get hurt. I am the captain. The captain must survive. For the crew, of course.
Yeah, very strategic.
Thank you. I thought so too.
Why are you so afraid of the Ol Inky Gurgle?
I am not afraid. I simply have a deep respect for things that are very large and live in dark water, and have any arms and appear suddenly at night with no warning whatsoever. That is not fear, that is wisdom.
You were screaming.
I was announcing the situation loudly so the crew will hear me.
You screamed and then you cried at the wheel.
I was, having a moment. This sea is emotional. You wouldn't understand. You do not have a ship.
What did you make Peter take so many tests before letting him on the ship?
Because I'm a professional. You do not just let anyone on the ship. There was a balance test, the tie a knot test, the looking at the horizon without getting dizzy test, the do you panic when a seagull flies at your face test. All very important, of course, and all very standard.
Did you pass those tests when you started too?
The seagull one was a journey for me. I'm still on that journey, but I will pass it eventually.
Did you though?
I built character around it. That counts.
Do you believe that Peter has what it takes now?
Yes. I mean, from a professional standpoint, he showed a kind of courage that I have not always shown. He walked towards the thing with a feather, and he worked. Yes, Peter has what it takes. Do not tell him I said that. He will become unbearable.
Let me remind you, he's only 8.
8-year-olds can be very unbearable when they are right, trust me.
Can you tell us who Elena is? The lady on your wall, you seem very fond of her.
Where did you hear that name?
It says Elena on the bottom of that frame.
She is someone who believed I was brave before I believed in myself. She still does. I think. I hope. That is all I will say about that. Next question, please. Immediately.
Can you tell us your most epic battle?
The Battle of the Three Tides, 2019. It was me, the open sea, and a very large wave that I did not see coming. It got dark quickly. The sea wind that hit against my face. And then it happened. That's when the battle began. I lost my hat. I won it back. It took 4 hours. The hat was stuck on the mast. But I climbed that mast and I retrieved my hat and I wore it home with great dignity.
That's not a battle.
It was a battle of will between me and that hat. And I won. Next question.
We saw you hugging the ship post while Peter was being brave and walking towards the Inky. What were you doing?
I was stabilizing the vessel. With my arms, the ship was moving and someone needed to keep it steady. It was a very important job someone had to do it.
You were hugging the post and your eyes were closed.
I was concentrating. I concentrate with my eyes closed. It's a technique.
And you were whispering something?
I was giving the ship encouragement. Ships respond to kind words. It is science.
So you were the adult on the ship. Why were you hiding while Peter and Goosey went first?
I was not hiding, I was observing. A good captain observes before acting. I was letting Peter and Goosey gather data for me with their bodies. It is called delegation.
You delegated the scary part to an 8-year-old and a goose.
I delegate the bravest part to the bravest people on the ship. That is good leadership. You should write that down.
Okay, so what do you think about Goosey?
Goosey is, Goosey is the most unreasonable, confident creature I have ever met in my life. He has no plan, he has no training, he has no sense of self-preservation whatsoever. And he's always right. It is very annoying.
So you like him?
I respect him. There is a difference. I also like him. Do not repeat that.
Goosey say he can beat you in a sword battle. What are your thoughts about that?
Goosey has never held a sword in his life. He does not have hands. He has wings. How is he going to hold a sword? Do not answer that. I have seen what he can do with wings alone, and I will not test that theory. We will leave it as a mystery for everyone's safety.
So he will probably win.
I said what I said.
Is Sureshot a plate on your name because you always miss when you shoot your gun?
Who told you that? My aim is, developing. I have been developing my aim for 11 years. It is a slow development, but it's happening. The name was given to me by my great-grandfather. Actually, he said, "Boy, always shoot for what you believe in, and you will never miss what matters."
That is actually a very beautiful reason.
He was a good man. Anyway, I also hit a target from 40 feet in a strong wind. One time, it happened.
Did you learn anything from Peter and Goosey while they were in your ship?
I learned that being in charge and being brave are not the same thing. I had the title, they had the courage. I am working on closing that gap. Do not tell them. They will be impossible.
I think that's one of the most honest things you have said today.
I had been honest the whole time, Carlos.
You told me you won a battle against a hat.
I was also honest.
Have you seen the Inky since the whole incident?
Once, from a distance, he was just floating there, in the moonlight, not bothering anyone, just existing. I waved from very far away. I think he saw me. He did not wave back. He does not have a wave technically, but he moved a tentacle slightly in my direction. I am choosing to count that.
That is kind of sweet.
Do not make it weird, please. He's still nervous. I still do not enjoy that about him, but he chose kindness, and I have to respect that. From a distance, of course.
Can you tell us what is your favorite instrument and your favorite music?
The aquarium in sea shanties.
Obviously.
I play every night before bed. The crew does not always appreciate it. Patrick has left the room every night for 3 years. We think that is why he stopped talking. I still play. The sea deserves music.
That might be the most captain thing you have said today.
I contain multitudes.
Is there anything that you would like to say to the people watching about this book?
There is a boy named Peter in this book. He was scared, more scared than he wanted anyone to know. He counted his breath in the dark, and then he went away. And there is a goose named Goosy, who just went. No counting, no fear, just went. I was the adult on that ship, and they were braver than me that night. If your child reads this book, I want them to know it is okay to be scared. Peter wasn't scared. Even I wasn't scared. The point is not to not be scared. The point is to reach out anyways, with whatever you have, even a feather.
Captain, that was beautiful.
It was a prepared statement at practice. Very professional. Do you have the book? I would like to see it.
Yeah, here it is. Peter and Goosey, the pirates are too loud?
Wait, there is a book about me?
Yes, that is what this whole interview has been about.
I look incredible on this cover.
You're not actually on the cover, just your hand.
And that's the same hand I will use to sign autographs when I become famous. Ha! Ha! The Ol Inky! The Inky is here!
So much for being brave.
I was not scared. I was assessing the situation.
You yelled the Inky very dramatically.
I was practicing my voice for the new sea shanty I wrote about the Inky. It will sound better if I had my own accordion here.
I guess you will have to come back another day and let us listen. But that's all the time we have for today. Next week, we'll interview another star of the book, the Ol Inky Gurgle himself.
Wait, what? He's here? I just remember I left something very important on my boat. Something extremely urgent that requires my immediate attention. Goodbye.
Captain, he'll be here next week. Subscribe. The Inky Gurgle interviews next week. I will let the captain know. See you later.